Back in October, the Titans lost a blowout in their last game against the Colts. Can Indianapolis sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll look to throw again. This complete to Lockett. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. This defense for the Colts very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
Number 84. A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. The Colts at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But
puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else has happened?
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Looking to throw. Williams. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jackson on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Play action. Now Jackson. Finding Miller once more complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. This, the 2nd meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Jackson will throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Jackson throwing once more. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the putback? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Williams to throw on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, here's Jackson. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
They go play action with Jackson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Jackson on second down. Out to the right here to Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. To throw again is Jackson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And he returns this to the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Williams. It's caught, Lockett, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Williams looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tonyan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Williams now on 1st down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jackson. He'll get this off to Swift. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Again, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Greg Dortch, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. A touchdown run there for Ramondre Stevenson. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Jets trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out come the Titans now. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Play action. Now Jackson. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Now it's Jackson.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one complete to Tonyan underneath.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Titans.
Here's Jackson. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Jackson on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here's Swift.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game, This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. Back to throw again. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
But Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark for him.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Well, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right.
All right? I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
Former DB rooting for the wide receivers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Tennessee.
Quick throw to Collins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more Montgomery, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Titans getting set to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. This is Fant on the short completion. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Fant. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And the Titans
operating from the gun. Williams. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 115 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.